Well, as always, we'd like to thank the members of the media for showing up today to support our cause. Very excited to get the opening game of the season. I thought we played well in spurts, played better in the second half than we did in the first. Able to get by a scrappy Virginia State team. I think they'll have a pretty good season at their level. But the reward for winning week one is that we get the national runner-up coming to Norfolk in week two, and we're excited about the challenge. I went to Harrisonburg last year, didn't fare so well, so I know our team's excited about getting the opportunity to compete against these guys again. Well, Coach Houston's lost 3 games in 2 years or 3 years, so obviously they're extremely competitive. I think 3 games in 2 years, with the NC State loss being the third loss. You know, he took them to the national championship in his first year. Second year, they lost in the national semifinal, so obviously they're competitive. They're well coached. You know, James Madison's football program has been good for a long time because Houston's come in and kind of taken those guys to the next level. Well, you know, James Madison has a very good defense. You know, they limited NC State to under 100 yards rushing last week. NC State was able to throw the ball. But, you know, we've got some weapons that we think we have the ability to use. Obviously, you'd like to be able to run the ball to try to shorten the game a little bit. And defensively, you know, we have to stop their weapons. They have a transfer quarterback from Pitt who's kind of fit, you know, jumped in and fit in seamlessly. They've got 3 backs that at some point or another that have rushed for 1,000 yards. They've got 4 of their 5 offensive linemen returning, and they've got a big physical wide on the perimeter. So, you know, they've got weapons, and we feel like we have some on defense. So it's just about matching up and trying to stop the run game first and trying to limit what their receivers can do after the catch. Well, I think the biggest thing with our defense is we've got to start faster. You know, we've shown a tendency to not play well the first drive of a game, and then we kind of buckle down later. But you were glad to see those guys get stops on third down, and they got a big stop on fourth down, I believe, in the second half. And even though we did give up some passing yards, I think we played very well versus the run and did a decent job overall on defense. And when you can turn the ball over 3 times, it certainly helps your team's chances to win. Well, I think we've improved, you know, a little bit in a lot of phases. I think our ability to finish the game Saturday was better than it had been in the past. But you know, all bets are off. You know, based on last week, you've got a higher level opponent coming in, and you hope some of the improvements you made continue to show. You know, the cliche says that good teams are better in week 2 than they are in week 1, and hopefully we can take some of the things that we improved on over the summer and be even better at it in week 2. First of all, we don't have a controversy. You know, we're playing with our number 2 quarterback this week, and we think he's more than capable of leading our team. I thought he came in and did a tremendous job in the second half of managing the game, but you know, some of that credit should go to the offensive line because we didn't throw the ball very much in the second half. But DeAndre is more than capable. The biggest thing is our team has confidence in him and his ability, and our offense won't change one bit with him under center.
Difference from last year and this year, I feel like we've matured a little bit more. We had a lot of returners this year. I'm the only senior, so but we have a pretty good, you know, bond and stuff. So I feel like pretty confident. I'm just excited, you know, because they're a runner-up, so I'm excited to see what we do.
I think they did a really good job. They matured a lot from last year, and they put in a lot of work during the summertime. So it was good to see those guys be able to push people around and cover guys up and make some holes for the running backs during the game. Winning is the most important thing for us. Me personally, I just want to do whatever I can do to help the team win. So.
Just tighten up loose ends. You know, getting our game plan down pat. You know, we're fairly healthy. I think everybody's in good shape, ready to go next week. And you know, just we're excited. We're excited to be able to play a team from the state of Virginia. They have Tidewater kids. They have Richmond kids. So hopefully we can get the community and the state re-involved, you know, involved again this weekend. Very appreciative, as I said last week, to the fans, the students, and the alumni that came out and supported us. And hopefully they'll come back this week and the rest of the season. Well, I think we learned something about ourselves last week. You know, last week we felt like, you know, it was a game where redemption in some ways, but we talked to the guys about just making it a ball game, about living, you know, play after play, living quarter after quarter. We won the first half and you know, ended up winning the football game. So I think the biggest thing for us is just to come out and play well. We know that they embarrassed us a year ago, but we're not going to make a big point of it. I mean, our job and our focus is to come out and be as competitive as we possibly can and give ourselves an opportunity to win at the end. Well, you know, we'd like to be a physical, you know, attacking defense, you know, with the ability to line up and cover people man to man. Offensively, you know, we'd like our identity to be run first, but we're definitely going to take advantage of of the athletes that we have on the perimeter. So I think we're still evolving, but I think what you saw last week is a huge preview to who we are and who we want to be.
It was nice to kind of carry over. I think the coaches started to trust me a little bit more at the end of the season, and they saw that the offensive line could do a lot of stuff as far as like running the ball and things like that. So it was exciting, and I feel like I've accepted that role as kind of a leader in my position group, and not just me, but the rest of the running backs as well. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens the rest of the season.
Turnovers, like, they just come like when you playing hard, playing 100 miles per hour, just being in the right place at the right time. Sometimes the offense just give you the ball when you're doing your responsibility, you know where you're supposed to be, and preparing and watching film and stuff. So turnovers just come by playing hard and being where you're supposed to be.
Well, we've gotten older. We've been here together for 4 years, and I think we still only have 9 true seniors, but we've got a ton of guys who've played in ball games. I think with the exception of about 4 or 5 guys last week, everybody who played against Virginia State had been in that game a year ago. The year before, I think, Matt, what do we have, 16 or 17 guys? That was their first college game. So that's huge. When you know what to expect. For one example, Isaiah Winstead dropped 2 balls in last year's first game, and he's out there making plays all over the field. So confidence, maturity. Again, I said it a couple weeks ago. You have a few birthdays, and it helps.